Dan Cianci, I'm with the Johnstone Supply Boston Group out of Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Today I'm out here in Glen Olden, Pennsylvania with Efficient Air Conditioning and Heating. This is Mike Schuler Jr. We're out here on a job site today. They decided to replace a 7-ton York condensing unit and replace it with some Fujitsu mini splits. Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit how you landed this job?
Just through contacts, and we bidded it out, and they kind of said they wanted to go with energy efficiency, so we kind of led to going with the cassettes opposed to putting another 7-ton condenser in where they're doing 100% capacity all the time. Now with the Fujitsus, they can kind of mediate how much cooling they need to how many people are in the building.
Awesome. I think you mentioned something about your dad having a connection within the community and your mom.
Yes. My mom used to work at the code enforcement office, she was a receptionist there. And then we got to know the people in the
so your name rings some bells around this community.
Yeah, a little bit.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to take a look at this York condensing unit. It looks pretty ancient.
Like I said, 7-ton unit. This thing's been giving us problems for a while. I've been here this past, I was probably here 4 or 5 times this past summer, just kind of band-aiding it. And then they kind of said enough is enough, and ended up going with the new equipment.
I mean, look at this filter dryer. It looks ridiculous.
Everything's all rusted out, and the beauty about it is they can get rid of 3-phase. This was a 3-phase system. Now they can do away with that and have more energy efficiency units.
Awesome. Sounds good. So we'll swing around here to the brand new units, the Fujitsu units. And about how long did it take you to get these mounted on here to run the electrical?
Probably like a day. Kind of got used to how everything is, so it goes a little quicker. But especially when you use the smart locks from Johnstone's. So now I don't have to flare. I don't have to mess with any of that.
Yeah, they're one of our newest, hottest items that are on the market right now.
I've used them on a couple mini split jobs, and they work great. I mean, I've did my pressure test to 600 psi, and they held perfectly.
Awesome. All right, so I guess we'll head on inside and take a look at what the inside's looking like. So now we're in the inside of Glen Olden Firehouse. And Junior decided to step away from the camera, and now we have the pleasure to have Mike Schuler Sr. here with us. Mike, how long have you been in this industry?
I've been doing this probably now for somewhere in the neighborhood of my own. I've been doing it for 35 years, been in the business prior to that, probably 5 years, so probably around 40 years or so.
Wow, that's impressive. Like I said before, Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning, their name rings bells in this local community. Now, Mike, earlier this year, you had the pleasure to come to New York City with us, to Manhattan, to the headquarters for Fujitsu on the East Coast. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that trip?
Well, it was a trip we went on. It was a class the first day. We went there, stayed overnight. Very informative class. I would recommend anyone to go there. Everything I know about Fujitsu today was learned from that class. Very informative people were there. I can't say enough about it.
Yeah, and the views were pretty spectacular too.
They were beautiful. Yes, beautiful place.
Yeah, awesome. So, with that trip, right around that same time, you became a Fujitsu Elite dealer. Now, in order to do that, there's some continuing education that you and your son are doing. But why don't you tell us a little bit more about the benefits that you're reaping as a contractor?
Well, with being an elite dealer, we also get to give our customers an additional 2 years on their warranty. Instead of the 10, now they can have the 12, which is great for them.
And that's no charge to you, correct?
That is no charge.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's just keeping up. Being an elite dealer requires us to do a little bit of training, but any training is good training. So
absolutely. And we do appreciate you guys attending, our trainings with Jerry McPeak, our technical advisor. Those go pretty well for you and Mike?
Oh yeah, they're great classes. Myself, I haven't been to any of those, but from what Michael tells me, they're great. And
absolutely.
It's great time and great learning.
All right, so in here, we have we have 3 Halcyon Fujitsu cassettes. We have a 2-ton, which would be in the middle, and then on both of the outskirts of that, we have the 3-tons cassettes. And Mike, why did you decide to go with single zone rather than multi-zone for this particular application?
Well, we decided, originally there is 7.5 tons of cooling in this place now. It is a hall. They have, you know, parties and stuff, pack it in. When you get a large amount of people in, you need the air conditioning, you start dancing and stuff like that, you need more. Right now with their old unit, they go 7.5 tons, that's it. We decided to go 2 3-tons and 1 2-ton. Now they have the option to, if it's not so full, they could possibly run 3 or, you know, 6 or 8,
Yeah,
whatever
or if
they
one of the
need.
units is, you know, if one of the
Yeah.
units decides, you know.
And yeah, and then, you know, if one breaks down, they
Yep.
still have the others, which is perfect too. So,
All right, we're back again at the Glen Olden Firehouse here with Efficient AC and Heating. First, I just want to thank these guys for inviting Johnson Supply and myself out to their job site to give us a little informative, you know, training on exactly what goes on a job site. This is my first one, and I just want to say I'm excited and proud to partner with these gentlemen that are sitting at this table with me.
well, Dan, it's been a pleasure working with you. Glad you came out to see what we did. Right from the counter guy to the guys loading the truck, you guys, it's a pleasure. You guys are such a help. You make everything so easy for us.
Thanks, Mike. We appreciate, you know, highlighting some of the value that us here at Johnstone can bring to the table.